All right, everyone, welcome to Out and About. It is Tuesday, February 24th, and we are dropping an episode early because we got a lot to talk about. I am back from Turkey. Keegs is back from a Texas Bumble party.
Yes.
And you are taking over the entire internet
yes,
right
I am.
now.
And I'm back with a vengeance.
Back with a vengeance. Let me tell you something. It brings me such joy when I see you on the internet. When you tweeted out, and we're going to get into all the hockey stuff in a minute. We do have to catch up on a few things first. When you tweeted out, unfollow me now on Twitter if you don't like this, I go, we're going to have some things to talk about on Tuesday.
Well, I that too is like I'm constantly doing that because at one point there was a time where I was getting a lot of grief on Twitter and I got like 8,000 followers of haters, like people who follow me so they can keep track of me. So they can, I'm not kidding. Like I had 100,000 followers. I know you're not, but it's like, or I know that you know that I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like why did all these people follow me in the first place? I literally I had 100,000 followers on Twitter. Overnight got like 8,000 of people who were hating on me. And since then I've been trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And so anytime a controversial topic comes out where a woman has to speak her mind or is allowed to speak her mind in this free country that we live in, I like to just warn
That's right,
those who have signed up for whatever the fuck they thought they signed up for.
Right.
Because it's certainly more than I think that they thought they were getting into. And yes, so unfortunately, it kind of backfired on me. I did lose like 500 followers off the bat, 600 followers, but then I gained like 1,000.
What, last night?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
People are as much hate as I'm seeing.
The haters are sick.
As much hate as I'm seeing, the haters really are going to be sick because like the amount of support that I'm getting behind the scenes for the takes that we're about to get into is like overwhelming. So which is making me feel good and is the only reason that I'm like here today and not hanging from a ceiling fan.
Well, well, you have to remember, and the people have to remember, this is the year of the horse. This is the year of truth.
It's the year of a horse. It's the year of the truth.
We're speaking the truth.
And
we don't give a fuck.
We're speaking the truth. And if you don't want to fucking hear the truth, then get out. Like,
yes.
Sorry.
Yes, Keegs. Yes, Keegs. We're ripping already. We're ripping already. We're going to get into Team USA for in a minute.
I'm sorry. We can't talk about anything until I comment on your hair.
Okay, comment on the hair.
And I haven't seen you. This is my first time seeing you. I actually think the rest of your hair is growing back in really fast. Like you already have like a little bit of a buzz. I'm sure you'll be fine in a couple months. The part where you've got the implant, it's gross for sure. You look like a chia pet straight up. But I'm sure you know that. Question though, is it
matches
itchy?
My shirt.
It does. It really does match your shirt well. At first it kind of looks like you maybe just frosted your tips.
Yes.
So proud of you for frosting your tips finally. It's something I know that you've wanted to do.
Thank you.
But I'm wondering questions. Is it so itchy? It just looks like it'd be the itchy.
It is. That's an understatement. It's incredibly itchy. And we had the episode recapping everything.
Yes. Explain to the people. I feel so bad about this.
Long story short, we ran into some like copyright issues, legal issues, so the episode is down. Everything is fine, so you're not going to get that episode anymore. But
yeah, it's so unfortunate. Hopefully you got to see. And you've got some clips out.
We got some clips out. Everything's fine, but the episode did have to come down just due to some copyright issues.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, the itchiness, I'm on day 8 right now, and the donor area in the back, they took 2,800 grafts from the back of my head.
Wow.
I didn't know that when they take them out of the back of your head, it doesn't grow back. So I thought it would just grow.
Wait, what?
Right, and you would think, so it's 2,800 grafts over a very
I see.
It was all of this.
Yeah, I can see like the little redness.
And they did it dense in the front, but like I think I'm gonna look decent. I'm glad I did it. So 8 days, 8 to 10, the scabs start to come off, which is where I'm at now. I'm at the point, and all I want to do is just like
scrub them off.
But I can't.
But you can't.
The itching has been horrific.
And I'm proud of you. It does seem as if you are taking care of yourself, which was my main concern. I was just really worried about infections for your head, etc. Something going wrong. But you're acting like an adult, and I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you. I just saw a very funny tweet that just popped up. Kelly Keegs flipped off Jack Mack behind his back.
Yes. Well, I thought he was looking at me. I swear to God, I thought he was looking at me when I flipped him off. But then he came. But then, of course, the social team freaked out about it. Here's the thing: Jack's annoying as fuck.
Okay, talk about it.
Like
don't.
I don't. I have mixed feelings on Jack because as a person, he's fine. We're friendly in the office, whatever.
Jack is a know-it-all.
I think he's a know-it-all, and thank you. I think that's really what
Jack
it is.
doesn't answer questions with
He's
answers.
Just,
he goes, "You don't know that."
He's like
and
a
I love
nudge.
Jack.
Like he just like pokes you, and like if he can be like haha about something, he will. And I think that is the kind of person that I just really can't like be in the same room with if I'm in the middle of it happening. So I'm coming off of, we just recorded Taylor Watch. I'm coming here to do this. In the middle of recording Taylor Watch, we're going off about the like Olympics team, whatever we're about to get into, talking about it. And then in the middle of that, I see Jack Mack quote tweeting being like, oh, Ellen Hughes, she should force her sons to apologize. He's being facetious. He's being a dick. And it's like, it just came at a bad time. And I think he's so annoying when he does shit like that and makes light of situations that are just like otherwise not. And I don't know. It's just like the most annoying thing ever.
Jack's a very annoying guy to argue with. A good person, very annoying guy to argue with.
Again, this is
one of the hardest workers we got. We like Jack Mack.
I've already calmed down.
It's not getting misconstrued. Let me just say the energy that you're bringing to this show today and that you brought on Twitter is part of the reason why you're here today, is because it is so authentic and it is so great. And I think I genuinely think you speaking your mind is one of my favorite things. It's so hilarious when you just get into this fuck you mood. We don't care about, thank you Bumble, thank you Texas, but let's just start.
Oh yeah, no. If you want to hear about Bumble in Texas, go to Taylor Watch.
FABLETICS, there's something about a new workout set that makes you feel unstoppable. The problem, buying new gear all the time isn't realistic. When you sign up as a new VIP with FABLETICS, you get 80% off everything, and it's not just one of those too good to be true deals. This is real. FABLETICS pieces feel like high-end activewear you'd easily pay a couple $100s for, but you can get the same premium fit and durability for a tiny fraction of the price. And the fit, it's dialed in. There's no waistband creeping down. The joggers actually keep their shape.
Hugely important. Wait, need to interrupt. Yes. No waistband creeping down is the best part of a good workout pant. That is what you need. You need it to stay in place, especially if you do Pilates. If you're a Pilates queen like me, there's a lot of ways you're twisting, and my waistband's always falling if I'm not wearing my FABLETICS.
And it's soft, it's breathable, it's flexible, and it's built for whatever your day looks like. Workout travels, doesn't matter. New year, fresh start. Help yourself out with some FABLETICS. Plus, there's something reassuring about knowing that FABLETICS isn't just an online brand floating in the void. They have over 2 million VIP members. Think about that. 2 million.
They've been around
VIP.
Forever. We're saying
and they have 100 retail stores.
Love. Could not co-sign FABLETICS more. Truly.
It's the best. 100 retail stores as well. It feels like you're joining a community of people online who just genuinely get it. So FABLETICS already has incredible deals, and I've got an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. I'm going to say that again. 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Just head to fabletics.com/out-and-about. Take a quick style quiz and be sure to select about when prompted to unlock your 80% off. That's fabletics.com/about for 80% off. All right, like we said, 2026 is the year of the horse. It's the year of truth. You have to speak your truth, because yesterday on Twitter, you went off on Team USA men's hockey to the point where Dave actually FaceTimed you.
Yes.
And he wanted to do a wellness check on you. And you and Dave have wildly different opinions on Team USA, the win, the response to Donald Trump's joke, and everything that happened from there. So tell me what happened on your FaceTime.
Okay.
Where do you stand with Dave? Let's get into it.
Okay. First and foremost, I would like to say that this, for me, has nothing to do with politics whatsoever. This is not a politics situation. And I despise that everybody is trying to make it a political situation. Dave is included in that. Dave thinks that people are upset, or does he actually think it? I'm not sure. That's also part of it. I think Dave knows exactly why people are upset. I think he's choosing to ignore it, and that's fine. That's his prerogative. He's got to stand up for his voice. Because he is smart enough, and this is not, again, I'm not like talking shit about Dave. I know that Dave is smart enough to know that Trump made a joke at the U.S. women's hockey team's expense. The room erupted in raucous laughter, and the laughter was rude as fuck. I know that he knows that.
Right.
I also know that he knows that is why the majority of women are upset about that response, not because the president of the United States called the men's hockey team who won gold for the country. That is not the issue. Of course he called them. Of course. Did he call the women? That I'm not sure. But
doubt it.
I don't know. Regardless, that is not the surprise. Whatever, who cares about that? It's not a political thing. It's the fact that Trump was Trump, and as always, makes a joke and whatever. Like, that's just his. No one is surprised by that. No one cares what Trump is saying. I didn't even register on my radar.
The thing is,
what registered was the laughter. Say what you're going to say.
No, I get it, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here, because I don't blame the kids for laughing. I think it was tough to hear like what you and Dave were talking about, but I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah.
My thing is, these are kids who are 24 years old. They're on an adrenaline high after winning a gold medal for the United States, and they're on the phone with the president, who's essentially a big 24-year-old baby who makes an awful joke at the expense of women. The joke was terrible. It was demeaning. Women's sports should be championed.
Yes.
By the way, 66% of Olympic gold medals this year were won by women.
Right.
So I think it was just such a quick thing that happened. Oh, I got to invite the women. And then, which is an awful joke. And then they just went, ha, 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 ha. I don't blame them. I think it's like trashy, but I don't blame them for their response because they were put in a weird situation. We say all the time, keep sports out of politics.
Yes, and
How
I
about
agree
we
with
keep
that.
politics out of sports?
I
If
agree
you don't
with
want
that.
athletes
I
to
agree.
talk about politics
Yes.
and to get involved, don't fucking call them.
I
Get out of the
absolutely agree
locker
with
room.
that.
Cash Patel, you little weasel.
What a fucking freak he is. That was another thing. I was just making fun of Cash Patel. Like, he's a fucking loser, whatever. I've also heard that, like, other players, not Golden Boy Jack Hughes, everybody wants to, whatever with him. I've heard that some of the other guys are heavy into, like, politics, MAGA, whatever, and maybe friendly with Cash Patel enough to have him in the fucking locker room.
Right.
It's just like, whatever. That is not, again, not the conversation I'm having. And why I do have a bit of anger, not a bit, I'm angry towards these players is because I don't care how wrapped up in a moment I am. And I don't even think if I'm 24 years old, if I'm hearing that, there were people in that, like there was a guy who said 2 for 2 and there was another person who was like, oh, whatever. The auto response was to laugh harder at that joke and he made a joke about the other guy, the goalie, not being that good. And they all, ha, 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 ha. But then they makes a joke about the women. And they were peeing their pants laughing so hard.
What do you think?
The decibel of laughter was noticeable.
What would be an appropriate response for them to have?
Appropriate response could have been like, yeah, we gotta, yes.
So you think they laughed too hard?
Yes. And that's it.
And that annoyed you. And by the way, you're okay to have that, like, you don't need to hear this from me, but like, it's a good thing that we can talk about this. Like, you can have that opinion.
No, of course you can. And I don't think that I don't think it's out of turn for me to have an opinion about it. The same opinion that a lot of other people have. And again, this isn't it's not politically based. I'm not sitting here using my anger and bias towards Trump, who I don't like. I think that he's an asshole, obviously. I think that joke was disgusting. Not even that it was like disgusting, it's just unnecessary.
And it's also
stupid
weird.
And it's rude.
It's weird that like you're the president, they're representing you.
Right.
So
why are they less than?
Don't demean the women's team.
Right.
And the women's team, by the way, is not going to the White House. They said they had previously scheduled stuff.
Yeah, they're busy. Yeah, right.
That's fine. Like, I'm fine with that.
No, of course they're not going. Like, I don't even know if they really do have stuff going on.
But what would you
matter
rather,
what they did.
What would you want them to do in that situation? Just not laugh as hard.
I said I would have been completely fine if they... Right. They didn't have to laugh as hard. I loved the guy, whoever it was saying 2 for 2. There was somebody else cheering, but there were so many people that thought that was like the funniest thing that could ever have been said. There were so many ways to react to that. But the problem is not just like this team in general. It's the idea that is a joke that we can all still be laughing at. And it's at the women's expense behind their back. And I'll say this, the men's team has been incredibly supportive of the women's team. All right. They've worked with them. They've practiced with them. They're friends with them in the village. They watched each other's games, or not all of them, I will say. Jack and I think another one of the guys watched their game.
Jack and Megan. Jack, shout out Megan, who also scored the winning goal.
Megan did post a photo of the two of them yesterday.
Yep.
She's the only girl so far that I've seen posting photos with the men's team at all since these comments have come out. They were in the locker room, whatever. They party with them all night. And then this video comes out, and all I'm seeing from this point are the female hockey players liking posts on Instagram that show exactly how they feel. Right. One of them being a quote from Tina Fey that says, like, you can tell the kind of person you are by what kind of jokes you laugh at. All the players are liking shit like that. Like, It's just, I know, just as a woman, you don't see a joke like that and see a room full of men who had supported you all week long and go out of their way to make sure that that they're on their side behind closed doors laughing at your expense. You just don't feel good after seeing that. And I can't stomach or absorb any sort of argument to the contrary. It's just not feasible. And again, I'm not a hockey player. I'm not a person. I'm just a girl watching guys laugh at other girls' expense behind their back, and that's my fucking problem. I don't care who you are, how many gold medals you have. It's rude.
It is rude. Is there a world where you can give them the benefit of the doubt? Is there a world where you see
honestly,
like if you put yourself in their situation,
I think them being younger actually makes it worse. I think them being younger makes it worse because they're smarter than. So if it was a bunch of guys our age, this office, of course, they're laughing at that joke when Donald Trump calls them.
Right.
Those younger guys have been in the world where we've changed the tune on making fun of women and degrading women behind their back. They should know better at this point. They've been raised better than that.
Right.
Half of us weren't. We had to learn it on our own. And they're a little bit younger, but that's all it takes is that amount of time for them to learn new patterns and new ways to operate throughout the world. Like there were enough people in there. There was that 2 for 2 guy and whoever else. They were smart enough to get it. How come the rest of the team couldn't?
Because I think I'm not making excuses for him, and I think it's a terrible joke, and it's like it's like weird and awful. But I think
they didn't make the joke. They didn't make the joke.
I know, but like you said, you can tell from who laughed at it. I think it was an auto response. I think it's, hey, this is great. And I think it happens so quick. I don't even think they had time to register it. I think it's just like. I can see
where people think that, oh, it's an auto response. They're not thinking about anything.
You're on the phone with the president.
You're on the phone with the president. You know there's a video being recorded.
The drunk FBI director is FaceTiming the president.
I just in my head, like, you got to have better situational awareness than that. I'm sorry. You're on the biggest stage of all time. You just won gold and you're being asked a question or you're talking to the president or whatever. You've got to be, I don't care how drunk you are, that automatically makes you talk shit about the girls behind their back or laugh at their expense. Like it's just
I think it's laugh at their expense. Not talk shit.
Not talk shit.
Because I think it was a response.
Yes, you're right. And that really just doesn't sit right with me. So yesterday I'm seeing all this, and I again, my problem with Twitter is that like people,
you need to get off of Twitter.
People think, Pat, they think that my tone is 100 times more aggressive than it ever is.
Right.
I tweeted yesterday being like, yeah, fuck this, and I'm off men forever. I never want to do a favor for a man again. Right. That's the tone I'm saying to them. Be like, fuck men. I don't want to do. I don't want to see a man. Like that's my tone. Okay. Yeah. People take it as if I am like the responses were like, well, you work for a man, so you better quit. And I'm like, okay.
Well, Twitter is, and the people who say that never have a picture of them. I have a rule for myself. I don't respond to trolls if they don't have a picture.
Why is Dave FaceTiming me out of the blue, no warning whatsoever, by the way, to give me a wellness check? I know he's being funny. I know he's trying to catch me in the middle of a storm. But the reality is, I'm just I'm just sitting on my couch. I'm looking out the window. I'm drinking my tea. I'm trying to plan the week out. Like I'm not so pressed about this until I'm having a conversation about it.
But you know why? But you know why I think why he FaceTimed you is A, because you're getting engagement online. That's what Dave does. That's what Barstool does. And B, this is why you can't have politics involved with sports.
Yes.
People say all the time. No, but that's what I'm saying. People say all the time, keep sports. I mentioned at the beginning of the show.
Yep.
Keep sports out of politics. So you don't want an athlete to talk about it. But if the president and someone FaceTimes you or calls you, then you're automatically in it. And I think you having an opinion on that, it's going to get people going. So he FaceTimed you. He did a wellness check. He tweeted today. What did he tweet today? Thank God we got Keegs, Gia, and Kate to be mad for them.
He's saying this because...
and also, to be clear, this isn't like life and that. Like this is not that serious. This is an online issue.
None of my friends in my life outside of Barstool have even asked me about this.
No one
knows this is going on.
This is all fake.
This is nobody. Literally, no one knows.
Everything is fake. So don't get too upset. Everything is fake.
Until it gets to a bigger point where like it will be an issue, which I'm sure. Like this is what happens. It's always like day one, it goes crazy viral online. It's got like 7 million views or some shit. For a 15-minute video is like, please, you all have something better to do than watch that.
Hopefully you get paid for it. Or no, it's on his Twitter.
It's on Dave's Twitter. So also, whatever. But please, I'm here. I'm the dancing clown, okay? Right. There's no, whatever.
Wait, what would you want, like, I'm trying to think. What would be...
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
Go ahead.
While you think, I want to make a point to say, like, I am not upset that Dave called me at all. I think that actually weirdly felt like a productive conversation. I felt like he heard what I was saying, and I felt like he had to, stick to his guns. I stuck to my guns, and then we left on a place where like, all right, we're sticking to our guns.
Right.
Like it's rare that I feel, unless I'm literally in trouble for something, right. I'm not afraid of Dave. Like I'm fine talking to Dave, and I enjoy talking to Dave because I do feel like I can say what I want and
that's why you're here.
Who I want. Right. And he'll be fine with that, whether he agrees or not. But the conversation, it kind of felt like it was going in circles a little bit. Like I would say like, this is what it is. And he'd be like, well, this is what it is. And
I'm like, the net.
This is what it is.
Where did you guys end up?
We ended up at the end of the call, he was just like, well, you say that you hate all men. Yeah. He thinks that, and now he's fueled by, this is what I wanted to say, Ellen Hughes, the mother of Jack Hughes and his brother. Yeah. She was interviewed by, I don't know exactly who, let's see. I don't know who interviewed her. Looks like, the Today Show. Sorry. The Today Show, she was interviewed. She was asked about Trump's call to the USA hockey team, and her answer showed that Pronoun Hockey Twitter's meltdown is not real life. This is Greg Price. His profile picture looks exactly like Jack Mack, actually. Exactly. Greg_Price 11. Is that Jack Mack up there or what?
Yeah, that's literally him.
Yes. So this is what Ellen says, and it's a video, and it says, "Meet America's ultimate hockey mom. At the end of the day, it's just about the country. That's all the men's and women's teams care about. If you could see what we see from the inside, and the men and women sharing dorm rooms and halls and flex floors and the camaraderie and the way the women cheered on the men and the way the men cheered on the women, that's what it's all about." And I agree with that sentiment entirely. The problem here is that this video came out of them all laughing behind their back after all of this, after they were sharing dorm rooms, after they were hanging out, flex floors, camaraderie, Olympics, Milan, whatever.
Right.
At the end of the longer article about this, she said something along the lines of like, we're still processing everything that happened in Milan. And I'm not saying that...
Processing, you mean like the game, everything.
Meaning everything, like just the entire experience.
I just feel bad because now these kids can't even enjoy their medal because it's all political.
Agreed.
Like now it's like
that is shitty.
And I do think it's bad that they laughed, but I think it's a response. Like I genuinely think that.
But I need people to use their fucking brains and separate the difference between politics and disrespect. What I am upset about as an outside person who has nothing to do with any of this, never said I did. Yep. I'm just speaking my mind. Who gives a fuck? What I have to say, truly, who gives a fuck? I know nothing about this other than the fact that these boys were disrespectful behind the girls' backs after claiming to be their fucking friends all week long.
I don't think I think they still are friends. Like I don't think them laugh. I don't think them laugh. I don't think like claiming to be their friends. I think they are friends.
Well, but here's the thing.
And I think Jack Hughes is
if I'm seeing, you're telling me all week long, I support you, I support you, you're my friend, you're this, you're that, and then I see that, I think it's bullshit. I think it's
it is, but it's the president put them in that situation, and I think you're so frazzled in that situation. You're on an adrenaline high. I think you're in a locker room, you're drinking, you just won the gold. There are people everywhere. There's a weird little Indian dude cracking champagne. You don't know who the fuck he is. All of a sudden he's on the phone with the president. He tells a joke. You go, haha. Ooh, wait a second.
I think when the president gets on the phone, you lock the fuck in. It's just that to me is, and if you can't lock the fuck in, then what are you doing on the Olympic stage? Like you have to have a level of decorum with you as a professional athlete. All these kids are professional athletes. It's not their first time on the ice. They play for teams. They've done press interviews before. They understand that sometimes people are going to have a political response to certain things. And again, I don't think it's fair for anyone to have made this political. It is entirely about respect, and they did not respect the women in that moment. I'm sorry. They had the opportunity to do it, and they didn't do it.
How would they have risen to the occasion? Because that's what people are going to ask.
I said to Dave on the phone, they could have been like, oh, come on. Or they could have just flat out cheered.
But is that realistic, saying, oh, come on to the president of the United States?
I think it's more realistic for them to have just cheered for the women than to be like, oh, come on.
Right.
But in my world, in any capacity, if someone tells an off-color joke that I don't really like, and I think it demeans friends, good, close friends of mine, or so I claim, I'm not laughing as hard as I possibly can just because it's the president of the United States. I'm not. I'm at least, or I'm not contributing to that.
Do you think they laughed as hard as they possibly could?
Yes.
Did
you hear the volume of that laughter?
Yeah, I guess.
The difference between, like, if you watch the whole video, they've got him on the phone. He says the joke about the goalie. And they're ha 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 ha. Yeah. Say hi. The whole thing as if it's like, oh, our buddy Trump is in here, which is, again, whatever. If they're buddies with him, they're buddies with him. I don't give a fuck. That's not what this is about. Then he tells her, well, I've got to invite the girls. And it almost was like a,
it's so ridiculous.
It's just so Trump. Who cares?
You're the president. Stop. Like, what are you doing, you idiot? And now all these fucking kids have all this issue.
Unfortunately, yes. So, and again, I am not the only one saying it.
No, you're not.
Twitter is its own echo chamber of shit. All over TikTok, everybody is talking shit about the situation. All over Instagram, everybody's talking shit about the situation. And also on Twitter. Like, I finally found the side of Twitter that makes sense, which is what I was retweeting every 5 seconds. And then Dave was like, you need a wellness check because you're tweeting so much. I'm like, I'm a fast retweeter. What do you want? Right. I log on. My timeline is great.
Once a quarter, I'll tweet out 70 times a night.
That's literally me. I hadn't been on Twitter in a week.
Which is good for you. Now you're overdosing on Twitter again.
Now I'm overdosing on Twitter.
I almost told you last night to get off of it. I was like, you better save this for the show.
I stopped responding to.
But I feel, here's the thing, like, Jack and Quinn Hughes and these guys, like they seem clips are now going
viral.
viral.
Hughes, that's the other guy. Sorry,
They're going viral now. Like last year, there were some NHL hockey teams that didn't participate in Pride. Jack Hughes gave an interview being like, "We're a super welcoming organization.
Yes, because he plays for the Devils, right?
Right.
Which we love the Jersey Devils. We love.
So like I think that is more indicative of his character when he's able to sit there and think than when he's in a reaction when he's in a reactionary situation.
Yes.
And I think to a degree,
but that's Jack Hughes. Okay, like I love that Jack Hughes himself he stood up.
Are we a fan of Jack Hughes?
We're a fan of Jack Hughes.
Okay.
I think that he is unfortunately a victim of this circumstance. He did laugh. He laughed right along with them, but he does seem to be one of the few in the group that genuinely supports the women and talks about the women all the time. The other men on the team, I can't speak to that because I've not seen shit from them. But Jack himself has gone out of his way to mention the women more times than once, and I watched that video 10 times, and he really is
just becoming more enraged.
I watched it so many times. Well, because I more enraged, yes, but also just to really like I'm like, am I
crazy?
Like, am I?
Yes, I mean, obviously we
wrong?
both are, but yeah.
I mean, I'm crazy in certain ways, but I just really don't feel crazy about this, and that I think is why the like hate or whatever is not affecting me.
Good.
Generally, because I just know that I'm right in this. Like I know that their response to that off-color joke was rude, and it could have been handled differently. I don't care how old they are. I don't care what scenario they're in. You don't have a sip of alcohol and become a misogynist in 30 seconds. Like,
see, I don't think they like. I don't think that makes them a misogynist, and I think them laughing at. I think Trump made a misogynist joke and they laughed at it.
Yeah,
but I don't think that makes them misogynist.
I think it's guilty by association, is what it is.
I think it's more tough. It's reactionary, and I think it's unfortunate, and I think to a degree, I'm sure a lot of them are probably now like, what the fuck? Because now all they want to do is just enjoy the win.
11 last
go to
night.
11, enjoy the win, and now it's just been overshadowed by. But is it? But the thing is it overshadowed?
No, it's not. Because,
it's just on Twitter.
Because it's on Twitter. They're completely fine. They're like, I saw the videos from 11 last night. There were 1,000 men in that place. I saw like maybe 5 women in there. I don't know what's going on. The men support them. The men support the men's team. And now if that's how it has to be, the women will support the women's team if the men aren't going to be there to support them. The fans of hockey.
But I think they do. I think that doesn't. I think the team,
right?
The team. I think that
allegedly is very supportive.
I don't think that laughing undoes everything. That it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I don't think it undoes everything. I think it's just an unfortunate, shitty situation, and I think these are young kids, not an excuse, who are in a weird situation.
Again,
and
they're not young enough for me to give them that excuse. They've been playing professionally now.
Yeah.
All of them have been playing professionally for how long? Like more than 1 year each, right? How long is Jack? He's the youngest, no? Jack Hughes?
He's one of them, yeah.
And
I will say, like, Jack Hughes went from overnight. I don't know who the fuck this kid. Like, I'd heard of him. I don't know who the fuck it was. He is a household name.
I knew
He's going to be doing
fucking
Cheerios commercials. Yes.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I knew him. And again,
wait, what do you mean? Frank the Tank?
Frank went to like a dinner with them or something.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, and so I knew him from that. And again, like I just think that if you're in a profession like this, where you know that you're going to be interviewed, you know that there's going to be videos of you all the time, you know that you kind of have to be on your best behavior, then be on your best behavior. And if you can't be in the locker room because the boys need their locker, God forbid the boys don't have their locker room talk. God forbid we don't contribute to the hockey culture of degrading women behind the scenes.
That's not hockey culture.
Well, that's what it looks like to me.
In that one moment, and so something happened where they reacted. That's not hockey culture. Culture is like it's accepting. No. It's like hockey players are the gayest people on the planet.
Okay, well then how about they all come out of the fucking closet then? Because
I would love them to.
Is there a single gay hockey player? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fuck.
That's what I thought.
Who is it? I knew there was one. There's got to be one.
Well, while you're searching for it, we can continue talking about how I do think that the response online to like this hockey culture thing, everyone's like, oh, and this is why women can't be, and this is the conversation that it needs to be avoided, and unfortunately it will never be avoided because it always gets brought up, especially when a joke like this is made. It's that women can't hang, women can't take a joke. This is why the men like to do locker room talk. If women really heard what's going on in the locker room, their heads would fly off. Like the stuff that people are saying now. So I'm like, okay, so what are you saying in the locker room that we haven't seen? We just saw this response, whatever. And I'm not here to have a conversation about locker room talk. I could give a fuck. I'm not in a locker room. I don't care.
There's nothing something you hate more than the boys and
I hate the boys. I do. I hate the boys. I hate time with the boys.
That clip someone put up of you saying, I
do.
hate the fucking boys.
Yes, and I did. And I retweeted it because that's facts. Like,
you hate the boys. Is your judgment clouded by your hatred of the boys? That's the question.
No.
I think your judgment is clouded by your hatred of the boys.
Around on the boys. And again, it's a day-to-day basis. Yesterday, I hated the boys. I said I'll try again tomorrow. Today, I'm still hating the boys.
Can you give the boys the benefit of the doubt?
No, not anymore.
Can you give Jack Hughes the benefit of the doubt?
Maybe tomorrow. Jack Hughes, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Jack Hughes, he'll get a special pass because he went out of his way right after he won to be like, I thought about Megan and her winning goal. I love that he said the Pride Night thing.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of people that we need.
But he's one of the boys. So if he's one of the boys, and he's the leader of the boys, then you have to imagine the other boys are going to be.
If he's the leader of the boys and that's how the boys are acting, then he's not the man I think he is.
Well, you're saying he's not an alpha male.
Maybe he's not.
Really?
Maybe he's not.
Maybe he's beta.
Maybe he's beta, and maybe the rest of these guys are just propping him up so they can all hide behind the scenes and be douchebags.
I think you need to get. I am not a fan of like the boys. I'm not a fan of that.
Pat, I think that I've given enough benefits of the doubt to men over the years, and I'm not going to give the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Okay.
They just didn't have to laugh so hard. They didn't.
All right.
And I'm okay thinking that.
And
it doesn't matter what I think. They still won gold medals. They still accomplished something crazy.
I love
Congratulations
you so
to
much.
them.
This is so good. Yeah.
Like, congrats. It doesn't take away.
Also, you're allowed to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
My thoughts and feelings do not take away from your gold medal.
Right.
And if it does, that's your fucking problem.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
You're allowed to think that, and people are allowed to disagree. And I want every one of you fucking weirdo little trolls online to relax. It's gonna be okay, you fucking freaks.
You should see, Pat. Oh, it's worse than ever. It's worse than ever. And again, I need to say it for the thousandth fucking time. It has nothing to do with politics for me. It has nothing to do with it. I don't care that Trump called them.
Clip it, post it.
I don't care that they're going to the White House. That's lovely. Go have fun at the State of the Union, tour the White House. That's cool.
Also, why would you want to sit at the State of the Union?
No idea. It's the most boring shit I've ever seen.
And then you got to go in and you got to just like...
They got to schmooze them for 2 days. It's
and
like,
then you go in, it's like the sitting, the standing, the clapping. I don't want to be at the State of the fucking Union.
It sounds horrible. But like I said, it has nothing to do with that. All to do with the disrespect. And until I see
what can make it better? What can make it better? What can they do to make it better? Because they're not going to apologize. I don't think there's anything to apologize for.
The time for apologies at this point is like now it just looks like you're apologizing because you have to apologize. Is it just like
public relations with the team?
So big. I think it could have just been like sharing pictures of the team partying, being like so excited, whatever. Because apparently they're allegedly partying all night and all this bullshit. But after the fact, like
the public has made it political to the point where now everything that they do is.
Which
here come the MAGA boys partying in at 11.
And that sucks for sure. That sucks.
I'm sure Jack Hughes, the 24-year-old from Jersey, is not like, a diehard. Well, you never know.
Do you know people from Jersey?
I don't know. It's split. The point is, it's everything.
I actually can't believe Jersey goes blue every time.
It's now like a political, unfortunate thing, but it's just fucking...
And it shouldn't be. I am completely aligned with the fact that it shouldn't be. My gripe is entirely between like boys and girls. Like I just think that...
So how did you leave it with Dave?
We just hung up the phone. It was just like, he had said like, he's like, well, I'm a man. There's not much I can do about that. And I said, yeah, and that's tough for me, but I guess it's just something I'm going to have to get over.
Right.
And I was like, as long as I can keep speaking my mind.
Keep the checks coming.
Yeah. Well, I said, as long as I can keep speaking my mind, then we can work it out. And he was just like, yeah.
And also, like, he understands and you understand it's not that serious.
I think that if he were actually mad at anything I was saying, that he wouldn't have called me. He would have just been like, you're a bitch, and like, he would have just like ruined my life in a quote tweet or whatever.
Yeah, he would have been like, when's your contract up?
Yeah, literally. So I don't know.
You're a champion of free speech here at Barstool Sports. Exactly. We are a champion of free speech. You say your opinion and you say it with your chest and you stick with it.
Exactly.
And you deal with, or you don't, you shut your phone off and don't deal with the psychos after.
Yeah.
But on the same note,
like I'm really not.
I'm gonna pile on here.
Like
no, you're good.
Falling for some reason.
I'm gonna pile on here a little bit.
Sure,
Something that's bothered me a little. Oh? When did the joke become? I don't know what part of like the internet you guys are on.
Yeah.
When did the punchline for every joke become gay again?
Oh my god, I would love
like the Canadian flag, like lowering at half staff, like gay, like
it's
like
it's,
even like people here, it's like, oh, you're gay. It's like, wait, are we in 2007?
Can I seriously, like, this is exactly how I feel as a woman when people make these slight jokes, like slight joke of I invite the girls. You're like, come on, why do you need to be making this joke right now? Haven't we gotten past this? Aren't we over it? And I'm not comparing, the homophobia to hating women.
You can,
but I kind of feel like it's the same shifting of tides where it's okay to make fun. It's okay to yuck it up with the president at the women's expense, even though they won gold. It's okay to call everything gay. It's okay to call the Canadians gay because they lost to the Americans.
That's what's so weird. It's why is gay the punchline?
Because they see it as an insult.
Like,
and
even in fucking,
like it used to be.
Like, I'm not like personally offended. I'm more confused. Like, even I was watching it might have been like the Yak or something, like Chef Donnie was sitting behind a whiteboard.
The Yak makes gay jokes exclusively. That's a show for gay jokes.
And Mark, I don't know about that. And Mark, but
it
Mark
seems
Titus,
like it. Every clip I see, it's Mark Titus writing on a whiteboard, gay.
That's what
and
I was like.
Going,
what the? Yeah, I was like, why are you writing? I was like, dude, what?
They call Chef Donnie gay every day.
Yeah,
sorry, he's a hot chef.
Like, it's not. Let me just nip this in the bud. So this is part of it.
Yeah.
I love everyone on the Yak. Like, they're all great.
Yeah, this is. But just the thing is, it's like they do these things.
Can I like give my full?
Yes, I would love
like rundown of how I think everything shift. We're obviously this is all gonna come back to the gay thing. We're obviously in the midst of like this massive culture shift in the United States.
Yes.
And this is not the typical show we do, but stick with me for a second. We're in the middle of this massive culture shift, which happened as a response to Me Too, which started in 2018. Me Too shifted everything extremely left.
Yep.
When Trump came in, it started to shift everything extremely right. What's happening now is things are shifting so far right that they're almost going back in time when it comes to things that you're like, allowed to say. You're allowed to say anything you want.
It feels like 2009.
When it comes to jokes that are commonplace.
Yes.
And one of those jokes that are commonplace is like the gay joke.
That's so gay.
And me as a 36-year-old man, I am not sensitive to this. I grew up hearing it. I get it. Doesn't affect me. But I can't help but think, I'm like, I don't know. It bothers me a little bit. This is all a response. So what's going to happen now is we're shifting in this way where these jokes that were used to be made are being made. And what's going to happen is it's going to activate the people who are on the other extreme.
Exactly.
And back and forth we go. So the extreme left will be a response to the extreme right, the extreme right. And it never quite balances. You can just hope that it kind of ends up like in the middle somewhere. But like, can we not just constantly call things gay online?
Pat, I believe the shift you're describing is just
Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy at all. Of course, I've noticed this. Of course, everyone's noticed this, especially in these walls, especially in content that is, adjacent to us, if not directly involving us.
And half the time, I like it can be funny.
It's like,
can
I get
be tasteful,
it. I get the joke.
But when it's like lowest common denominator, like writing on the whiteboard,
it's
what are you doing?
It's the easiest joke. It's the dumbest joke.
Right.
It's like, oh, wow, it's gay. Hilarious. Do you have any brain cells to think of something a little smarter or funnier than that? I guess not. Like, it's one of those. And then here's what will happen. They'll see this, us talking about it, and they'll be like, Psh, that's so gay. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that'll be the response. I don't think that's going to be the response from them because I think we know them. I also
don't care. They shouldn't care about any of this at all. Generally, it's their
like
show.
We know all that. I've known all those guys for a long time. They're all
course.
they're all great people. I don't think there's any.
Well, they're not homophobes. It's just like
And this isn't about them. This is just about in general. Internet.
And Pat, what I was saying a second ago, and then I distracted myself, was that
you got me worked. What the fuck? Now you have me pissed off.
It's contagious.
You're pissed off.
Sometimes days like these, I stay home on purpose because I'm like, I can't rile everybody up like this. No, I'm kidding. But the what I'm noticing,
I watch Yak every day.
Is I never do. No offense to them, unless I see clips. It's just it's a boy show, except for Kate. The lack of respect for people is just where we're at. And I think that on both sides, extreme left, extreme right people feel disrespected because their views aren't heard and they feel like they're being stifled and they can't be themselves and they can't say what they want to say and blah, 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 blah. The things that they want to say and the things they want to do, are they problematic? Probably, but not everybody. And all it takes is one thing to radicalize you, and then all of a sudden you're right wing, you're Candace Owens, And then next minute we've got everybody on the left, Mr. Candace Owens. On the left, we've got everybody. We want everybody to be equal. We want things to be good. We want this. We want that. Whatever. Also unrealistic to ask of people. But then when we see someone getting like bullied in the middle, it's almost like we got to rise up and defend because no one's going to defend. And if we don't do anything,
the problem is
everyone here is going to think it's okay. And why does everything have to become political? It needs to become whether you're a good person or not. Like, it doesn't have to do with your politics. And everybody has assigned good traits and bad traits to certain political parties.
And I don't think them laughing.
Those are personality traits, not political affiliations.
I don't think them laughing in that moment determines whether or not they are a good person. That's what I want. That's my point. Is I don't think we should judge these young men.
I don't think that they're bad people. I think that was a really shitty response.
Right,
and I'm
fair.
shocked that they didn't immediately start being like, we love our girls. We love our, nah, don't get it twisted. We love our girls. If those guys they're all on social media. They're all young. They couldn't take 30 seconds out from slugging beers in the Olympic Village to take a selfie with the girls and be like, we're all good, all Gucci here. That's all I got to see. And then I will stand down and stand by, ladies. Like, that's literally it. What?
True.
Why is that so much to ask?
It's very true.
Is that crazy?
It's very true. Listen, you are allowed to have your opinion.
I know.
I agree with parts of it. I disagree with other parts of it.
And
I don't think the guy.
That's fine.
I don't think it's.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. If you're wanting to give people the benefit of the doubt,
I think it's a shitty
really
joke with a response that got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them for it.
It's definitely blown out of proportion, I think, because of the politics. It should not have been. That is where I feel I don't feel responsible for having these conversations. I still think that they're important. And again, everybody behind the scene, like, every girl has reached out to me being like, thank you for saying something. Like, it's not like I'm sitting here on an island. Okay?
Any notable omissions?
And so, well, I've got my girls, Kate and Gia. Dave's calling them out separately, but I'm talking to Kate. Like, it's like, and Kate's in a position too. She's on the yak, and she's a woman on the yak, and she's got a large male fan base, so she can't joke around and be like, fuck men, I hate men. But fortunately for me, I do a show with you, which is for the gays, and I do Taylor Watch, which is for the girls, and I do book club, that's mostly for the girls. So I really don't have to interact with these men, or they are not here to pay my paycheck, and I just don't. I don't have
Speak
to.
your year of the fucking truth.
It's
Kelly.
year of the truth. I just don't have to.
We're letting it sling.
These people anymore.
You don't.
I'm past that point. I'm too old. I'm too old to not speak my mind.
26 is not that old.
Thank you, love. And it's just I really don't feel the need to, I don't know, acquiesce to whatever the men want me to,
right,
in here or otherwise, just because they want to be right and they want me to be wrong. I'm sorry. I
Fair
don't
enough.
think that you're right, and I think that I am, and I'm allowed to think that.
Preach.
Yeah.
That's that. Let's have a little palate cleanser now, shall we?
Oh my God! Thank God.
Glad we got that off our chest. For some reason, I was like, I don't know.
How much of that out of context do you think will be clipped?
I think we're good. I think the only thing I don't even fuck. Honestly, I don't even give a shit.
I also want to say I don't actually think the men's hockey team are misogynists. I think that it was a.
This will never be clipped, so this may as well. You're speaking to the clouds right now.
For nothing. I just want people to. I don't actually care if it's clipped or not.
You're saying none of this matters.
None of this matters. I just want people to think that I'm like chastising these boys because they're bad people. I don't think that they're bad people. I just wish that they acted differently, and they're smarter than that, and they should have been smarter than that in that moment. And I don't think it's too much to think that they would say, "Hey, whoa, this is way out of control." Everyone's got a social media account. There's no excuse to not be like, whoa, I love these girls.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I do want to say, too, that when they brought out Johnny Gaudreau's kids, that was a fucking
precious moment. And again, Johnny Gaudreau.
And his poor parents. His poor parents. You could see.
He was a Jersey guy.
Like, you can tell, like, if you know, like, any parents who have lost kids, there's just there's nothing there. It's like they're almost like zombies.
It's heartbreaking. And unfortunately,
that shows
politics
character.
has taken away from all that beauty and all that loveliness. And I feel bad about that. And it's just, again, my issue is not politics. My issue is respect.
Oh, WAYFAIR. We got to talk about WAYFAIR.
Yes.
I used the gift card that they gave us.
Oh, you did? I've not used it yet. What'd you get?
I got a carpet.
Oh my God.
Beautiful
purchase.
carpet with a rug pad, and I got the insurance on it. So I'm like thrilled. It comes Friday.
Like? Describe it.
It's like a vintage, like, because I have a rug that's nice, but it's like off-white beige, and so this is like a red vintage, like Upper East Side classic rug.
Ooh, beautiful! Look at you incorporating a little color.
Seriously,
you have to send a photo. I have to come over and so we can.
You got to check. You got to check it out.
Outfit your house
because WAYFAIR came on and they're supporting this show, and we're gonna we want to just share our thoughts on it because we absolutely love WAYFAIR, and the new year is here, so you can get back into your at-home routine and love your space and elevate your space with WAYFAIR. Like I said, they have everything from bedding and mattresses to storage solutions for every room around the house. WAYFAIR is your one-stop shop. Refresh your living room with accent pillows, mirrors, and faux plants for way less. Storage for every space, whether it's outdoor furniture, bathroom, or getting organized, they've got it all. If you've got a weird spot in your medicine cabinet, they've got little storage things for that as well. Kitchen essentials for easy weeknight dinners. They have cutlery, they have plates, they have cups, they have it all. And you can set up your work home study area with desks, desks, office chairs, bookcases. They actually have actual furniture as well. And I bought a credenza from them, which I am
WAYFAIR furniture is the shit. Like
it's the best.
Sorry for cursing. This is like my house is entirely WAYFAIR. Entirely.
It's awesome. Get organized, refreshed, and back on track this year for way less with WAYFAIR. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. WAYFAIR, every style, every home. Check it out. Quick break from our Olympic talk to talk to you about MeUndies. Your underwear shouldn't be the most uncomfortable thing you're wearing, but for the longest time, mine were. They're digging in, riding up, and just generally annoying. So I switched to MeUndies. The feel-free boxers I'm wearing right now are made from this ultra soft modal. Is MODAL? Is that modal? Modal fabric.
Yeah.
It's like fabric. Soft. It's like very like
it's
it like
soft,
glides
breathable.
on your skin.
It really does, and I think the emphasis should be placed on the no riding up.
Yes,
that's a huge thing. And I know that men. I've dated enough men who've complained about their boxers riding up to know, briefs included, to know that that's an important aspect of underwear.
It's the best part about MeUndies. There's no adjusting. There's no irritation. It's just comfort all day long. Plus, they've got these spring prints that make me excited to get dressed in the morning, which sounds small, but it's not. You're going to have a boring, solid color underwear. No. Spice it up with some prints. And also, this isn't even in the script. They have this underwear that holds your balls. It's like a little sling for your balls.
Isn't that nice?
It's life-changing. From classic black basic fun to expressive seasonal prints, MeUndies has a look for everyone. Plus, they come in all sizes, extra small to 4XL, guaranteeing a flattering cut for everyone. MeUndies' signature softer than soft ultra modal fabric is breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, perfect for all-day wear, whether you're working from home, running errands, or out enjoying spring weather. Right now, listeners of this show can get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/Pat, promo code Pat. That's 20% off plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/Pat, promo code Pat. 20% off plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/Pat, promo code Pat. Back to the show. All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit about some disrespect that someone showed another person on our sweet show. That's a hell of a transition. On our sweet show, The Traitors, specifically the reunion, I believe, party or something that Lisa Rinna was at.
Yes.
Lisa Rinna.
We forgot to talk about this on my other thing today.
Lisa Rinna says that she was roofied at a Traitors party. She says she drinks a lot. She felt all fucked up after not drinking that much.
Yeah.
First of all, insane. The thing that's crazy for me that I loved so much about Lisa Rinna, and during the season, when she was going at it with Colton at the round table, she's like, "You want housewife, Colton? I can switch it like that." Mm-hmm. She is so good. She was giving this press conference teasing like her book or something, and she's like, "Well, Colton unfollowed me." And she teased and she goes, "Well, it might have been something I said during the reunion." She goes, "I didn't know about the stalking." She went on and on. I know we're doing a hard directional shift right now. We need to.
Yes.
But it was
which is fine.
So
we're done.
great.
We're done with the Olympics. We're done with that. Congrats to everybody that won. Congrats to the women. Congrats to the men. Congrats
Mostly
to
the men.
On
congrats
the
to though.
Yeah. For sure, number one in our hearts. Not mine right now.
That'll be fun. What did you think of the Lisa Rinna stuff? And do you think we can't speculate on whether or not she was fucking
about who drugged her?
Yeah.
I think officers check the house, check the people around, because what the hell is going on here?
Is it over yet? I'm not caught up.
No, it's not.
I'm on episode 8.
I believe this week is the finale, or next week. I think it's this week though, but it's not done yet. No, and if you would like to listen to a full recap, we do one on Taylor Watch, and we literally just did one 5 minutes ago, so that's why I'm saying that.
Oh no, we can keep this brief and we can talk about something else then, because there are other things.
Because you're not caught up, so I don't want to give away.
All right,
too
so
much.
give me a cliff note.
I'll tell you about. We're currently at a point in Traitors where Rob's obviously still like running train on all these hoes. Everybody is really, really dumb. Like the people that are left just don't know how to play the game. Love them all down as people. They are so bad at this game. It's comical.
What episode are we on?
We're on I think 7 or 8. Currently.
So I don't know, whatever.
You are I think 3 episodes behind though.
Okay,
I think
you're right. You know more than I do.
Well, because every time we do, I'm like, oh, should we bring it up? And I think we haven't talked about it in 3 weeks, so it would make sense for that many episodes behind. But regardless, the question is well, what's going to happen with Rob? But Lisa Rinna obviously has been gone for a while. I don't even know if we really talked about how she got banished, but she has been speaking out a lot about the reunion, going to the reunion. The rumors came out that she may or may not have been drugged at the reunion. But the thing about it, and again, I'm just telling the facts. Her team or whatever, I guess, was notified that she may or may not have been drugged because Colton noticed she was acting funny.
Okay.
So
this is where we got to move on to the next subject.
Interesting. And, maybe kudos to Colton for stopping, or, who knows. Interesting. He's at the scene of the crime. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Colton is
strange.
He unfollows her.
He unfollowed her. He already did. So it's like they don't have good vibes with each other from the reunion. So I don't know if this happened.
That's how you know reality show's good.
Pre or post reunion, who knows? But hopefully Lisa Rinna is actually fine and she wasn't really drugged.
Next show we got to talk about. We watched this America's Next Top Model documentary on Netflix.
Must watch.
I forgot how fucking insane reality shows, specifically this one, was in the early 2000s. Tyra Banks is a psychopath.
She's
a mentally ill psychopath.
I've never seen someone with less remorse in my entire life for a whole situation.
It's like she's like...
We've always known she's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows Tyra's crazy. And we especially know, just based on America's Next Top Model, we obviously know her from that. But then when she had her short stint hosting Dancing with the Stars, everyone started to be like, wait, whoa. Like, this isn't just an act for Top Model. This is how Tyra is.
Or when she was in the gay bar in Australia going off.
Strange.
She said she wanted her legacy to be ice cream, not modeling.
She just is so, like, she's got a screw loose in one way or another. I don't know, but they have her for this documentary, which I highly, highly recommend. There's 3 episodes. And they've got Nigel Barker, they've got Miss J. Alexander, and they've got J. Manuel.
I love Miss J.
And so I love them all. And shout out poor Miss J, who had a stroke, who's on the up now, walking again, speech is returning. Every
one of the most starstruck I ever was. I saw Miss J on 15th and 7th. I called my mom.
Oh my God,
like,
that's amazing.
Miss J is here.
That's so cool. I don't know what I would do.
Girl, you look like you own crack.
You walk like you own crack. Love. And Miss J is so tall, you forget. Miss J is like 6 something.
Now she's been stomping the Stunway for many years.
Yes, she has. But she did reveal that when she had a stroke that Tyra did not give him a call once. Like, no calls, nothing.
So crazy.
Like, months later, a lot of time had passed later, she sends him a text. And he said this on Sherry. Sherry has a talk show.
Sherry Shepherd. Also starstruck, met her at Industry Bar in 2016, gay bar after party. Have a picture of her on my Instagram.
Which I love, Sherry Shepherd. But she's in the Wendy Williams time slot currently. So she was talking with them, and Miss J said that Tyra did eventually reach out, but he was kind of being like not so forthcoming. And J. Manuel next was like, eventually. And I guess she had reached out just to be like, I'm in LA.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Like, I mean, she's a terrible person. Also, bitch, you've made it. You are the stop trying to reinvent yourself. Go settle down, relax, enjoy your money. You don't need to have an ice cream legacy. You fucking weirdo.
She viewed this documentary as promo for Cycle 25.
Exactly. Are these coming back?
Yes.
With who as the judge?
That's the whole thing. I'm not sure about the details, but that's what she was talking about.
Tyra is coming back. You remember they'd be like, my mother was stabbed in an alley in 1996, and they'd be like, for today's shoot, we're doing alley violence in 1996. Like, my sister got lit on fire. Today we're gonna make you up as a burn victim.
It really is.
Craziest
Today
thing.
We're gonna bury you alive.
Yeah.
It's like, my grandpa died, but I just buried my grandpa last week.
My grandpa stormed Normandy. Today we're gonna be storming the racks at Nordstrom. It's like, she's fucking insane.
It's truly, truly out of control, and it's worth the watch. But like I said, you will go into it, and there are bits and pieces of nostalgia that are like fun and interesting to watch. But it's certainly not the tale that we remember. Like, I think hindsight on this is certainly 2020, but in a way of like, I can't believe that we all didn't have our eyes open at that time. Even as a viewer, like, we all thought it was crazy, but it's like, it's on TV. I don't know.
That was peak reality TV.
Right.
Do you remember?
Everybody was calling everybody gay.
Well, it's back. I've been trying to get Tiffany Pollard on this show for 3 years.
Oh my God, I would love
the HBIC. I bought my sister a mug that has the speech, the whole speech. First of all, I would say that Gemma is a
fat cunt.
Yeah, I gave her the thing with the mug. It was incredible.
Her shoes.
The shoes are...
It's too good. We can't get into the whole quote.
She is calorie positive. Everyone watched that documentary. Another, just really quick, I want to mention this. I started watching Industry on HBO, one episode.
Oh, I love Industry.
Fantastic.
Good, okay.
Some great dick in the opening scenes.
Great dick. I'll say this about Industry. I'm all caught up. I'm an industry
I just started last night. I'm so excited.
I will say the first season or so, it's like you got to figure out, because it's finance talk, It's like
yes,
it's like
talking to large.
Yes, literally. So you get a little lost, and I still 4 seasons in, I'm kind of like whatever.
There's
when all the
4
business
seasons?
stuff, that's where season 4 is on right now.
God, I got a lot to
the
catch up
finale
on.
might have been this past Sunday, or maybe
Wow.
it's next week. But it gets so much better as it goes on. Like the first season or whatever is kind of, all right, this is good. I'm intrigued. 2, 3, and then now 4 are absolute bangers. So good. Great show. One of my favorite shows right now.
Hell yeah, love it. Check out Industry.
Kit Harington, I believe, comes in around season 2 or 3. Jon Snow. From
Anything
Game
with
of
like
Thrones.
a sneaky like gay finance storyline.
There's
Like when I was like, oh, these guys are about to fuck.
There's so much fucking in the show. There's so many drugs and so much fucking, and it just progressively gets like
If I had
more
a
drugs
nickel.
and more fucking. You never know who's gonna hook up. Like the amount of people that hook up with each other in this thing, it's the most incestuous show I've ever seen.
I need to date a finance guy.
Do
But I
you?
think what happened is I'm aged out of that because
All
I
they
think
do
you
is
have to get
work.
in with a finance guy at like 24,
Yeah, you
25 because
do.
now all the guys are like directors and MDs.
Well, now they're all dating the media planners at all the
Right.
all the the mind shares of the world. All those
Exactly.
girls date the finance guys.
Yeah, if you've been listening to the show for a while, I ever tell you about the guy from Nashville who I met, who I was like in love with? He's the greatest guy ever.
Yes.
He was supposed to I
Yes.
hope that Kendall, if you're listening
What
to this, Kendall, tell Jake to get his ass up here this week. He was supposed to come this week, but I think he's ghosting me. But whatever.
Oh no.
It is what it is. I was
Well,
probably too
quit it.
overbearing. Yeah.
Jake, and I love that name.
Speaking of gays, Puerto Vallarta.
Oh my God, pray for the gays who are stuck in PV.
I have friends I literally have friends
Do you
in
have
there.
friends there?
Who are Colton Downing, who has been on this show before. He's
Yeah.
like, I just don't know when the bar is going to open, and it's like there's smoke in the background. There's a sick part of me that
it's horrible,
enjoys that the dolls are caught in a drug war right now.
Yeah, it's
just
kinda
because
funny.
it's so funny. But now I hear they're like kidnapping Americans. Obviously, it's terrible. This all
No,
started
it's not funny.
because
None of it is really funny. It's only funny because Puerto
the dolls are on
Vallarta-
the beach.
Puerto Vallarta has become like the gay destination. I was there last year. I was in Puerto
Yeah.
Vallarta last year for my one of my gay besties' 40th birthdays. We
Oh.
did the villa, a house full of 20
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
I mean, best trip of my life. Had so much fun. We went to that beach that everybody was like that. I forget what it's called.
nude beach?
Like Montemar,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck that.
Down on the cliff.
No. It's like a regular beach, but it's a gay club beach.
Okay.
Like it's one of those. And to see all the people just like kind of on the beach with their Mai Tais and then literally villages
There's
burning
smoke
next to them. There's
behind
black
them?
smoke billowing. It's got to be scary. And you can't, you're in a foreign country and they've got an
But now
internal
they can't
conflict
leave
going on.
because
They
the
can't leave.
airport's shut down.
Right. And so I hope that they all get home safe. And I also hope that nothing happens to them. It's just the drug lords, the cartel, man, they do not fuck around.
They shot one dude, El Mencho, Nemissimo El
Yeah.
Mencho,
He was like the hotness.
Oswaguara Severere. They shot him, and then everyone went,
like-
your hip
my hip
dislocates.
went out.
my hip popped.
No, gonna have to wheel me out of here in a
We
wheelchair.
got a storm coming.
Oh, push it back in.
Yeah, crazy. So, I mean, it's not funny, but at the same time, like,
I do think it's interesting that like
It's just all West
people want
Village
to go to
gays.
Mexico all the time. They're like, Tulum, Puerto Vallarta, wherever. It's like, but the majority of Mexico right now in those areas,
on fire.
especially, is just run by the cartel because they sell drugs. You know what I mean?
There was a
Like,
thing that was like-
they're people heavy areas, so that means they're drug heavy areas,
Yeah.
and it's just it's a nightmare. And I hope that it all gets sorted out.
well, the good news is it'll be a cheap trip when I go there in a couple months.
Right. A friend of mine, so we were texting our like big PV group chat yesterday, and one of the guys was like, I do believe it's going to be pretty discounted
I
in
know,
the coming
no
months. I'm like,
kidding.
yeah.
No
That's
kidding.
true.
Well,
Pray for them, though.
pray for them. Pray for the gays. Pray for Lisa Rinna.
Pray for the Mexicans as well. Pray for Lisa Rinna. Pray for Lisa
Pray
Rinna.
for everyone. Pray for the
men's hockey
both
team.
the men's
They
and
need
women's
it. They
hockey
need
team.
it. Pray for
This
the women.
has been a lovely show. I'm glad that
Yes.
you're able to get this off your chest. I'm
Yes.
glad that we shared our
And I hope it
opinions.
wasn't annoying for those on the outside. This is the point of the show where I have to apologize for all of my behavior.
No, you
during
don't.
The show.
No, we're not. There is. Let me be very clear.
Yeah.
This is, like I said, this is the year of truth. We are letting
It's
it
the year of
sling.
truth.
And whenever you start to get overwhelmed with, oh God, what's the response going to be? People are being mean. Remind yourself, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
This doesn't
Who
matter. You
cares?
speak your mind. We're paid to speak our mind.
Exactly.
The haters are sick. The haters.
The haters are so mad.
The haters are
The haters are
disgusting.
furious that 7 million people have watched that video of me and Dave talking. They're furious.
They're
They can't get over
literally
it.
they're fuming right now.
They're fuming, and I can feel the fume, and it's actually fanning my flames for this fire horse year.
Get it, girl. All right, we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.